It's gonna be SaSe versus Ret. Antigua Shipyards, are you ready? I know I am.
Right. So here we go. We have SaSe over at the 8 o'clock position, spawning as our purple Protoss player. His opponent in the top left-hand corner is Liquid.Ret.
Let's get ready to macro! Because Ret is certainly going to build a ton of drones, and SaSe is...
If you look up macro in the dictionary,
there's a little picture of Ret.
Yos is right next to it.
There's like a... It's like a hybrid Photoshop picture of Ret being mutated into a drone. Like half of Ret's body is taken over.
He does love his drones. But the nice thing about SaSe's play so far is that he knows how to disrupt macro players. Chef is also a guy who knows how to macro extremely well, you know? And in the game that we saw on Metalopolis of SaSe versus Chef, SaSe just outright disrupted his production the entire time, prevented any sort of backstabs, expanded at the right time, put on pressure at the right time, and just completely killed production.
And SaSe with the double wall at the natural.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to do a ling run by with 40 lings? Okay. Spend a minute breaking through Zealot 1. Spend another minute breaking through Zealot 2.
Right.
Meanwhile, the single cannon is popping away at you the entire time.
Yes.
Gives him time to bring his army back or warp in additional reinforcements at the natural. I mean, it's a very, very effective wall that SaSe has been utilizing, and he's hip to the game. Zergs have been using a lot of counterattacking in all the matchups.
Yeah, certainly. I mean,
we saw all the matchups.
I mean, we saw, if we remember back to Fight Club with Chef versus Ryung, backstab won him every one of those matches.
Exactly.
And
so
he
I
completely
think,
outplayed Ryung.
I think the metagame shift is, hey, before you move out against really good Zerg players, leave a full wall, a bunker, a tank, and 5 extra Marines, and then launch your push.
Yeah.
If your push is, I don't think it's going to A, make or break your push, and it's going to B, prevent you from losing the game, and C, even if he does a backstab and does some significant damage, he's going to suffer heavy losses breaking through a bunker, a tank, a full wall, and additional 6 Marines.
Certainly, I agree with you 100%.
He'll take some serious damage, as opposed to just running into your natural.
You know, and SaSe's not actually doing any sort of a super fast expand.
Yeah, interesting.
Normally, this is a small enough ramp that some players will just go ahead and outright forge FE this wall.
Yeah.
You see other players that decide that that's a little bit too wide, because that is wider than, say, the Shakur's Plateau one, where they'll, oh, it looks like a little pylon was started back here in the back, but Ret dispatched that pretty quickly. But or players will just go ahead and drop down a pylon here and start doing that forge FE straight to the Nexus. In any case, this is usually a very comfortable super expand map. Look at this. Ret seems like he's preparing for that anyway, as he has his third hatchery coming down.
That is a very early third hatch from Ret, and just very Ret-esque
play
definitely.
Thus far. I agree.
And SaSe going with a 1 gate expand here, it looks like. And I think he'll be relatively safe to do so, because Ret hasn't even grabbed gas yet. Speed is certainly going to be very delayed.
That, like, if SaSe just decides he just wants to
4-gate or something?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Ret's going to have a hard time defending that. It's going to be a 3-gate expand, and he could actually put on some pretty good pressure.
He certainly could.
He's saving up already off of double gas, so there's going to be a lot of sentries here with a lot of energy.
So how much has SaSe seen? Does he know about the third? I think he just scouted.
No, he hasn't seen it quite yet.
He hasn't seen it yet.
He knows about these 2 bases, but that's all so far.
And he did lose that scouting probe, so...
Yes, he did.
Doesn't have any eyes on the map right now. He's going to get this Nexus up here.
Roachhorn coming up earlier for Ret than we usually see out of him. Usually it's another round of drones and then into the Roachhorn
or even
after
speed.
That. But maybe he himself, because has he seen the 3 gates? Not yet, but he did see a less conventional expand on this map. Oh, now he sees the 3 gates, and that immediately makes the decision to put down the Roachhorn a lot more worth it.
Yeah. Most definitely, because he does have to be wary of some kind of 3-gate pressure here, and that's just what SaSe is going to do, and we do have a Twilight going down here. Now, do you think this is going to be for quick blink or DTs? It could certainly be for either or at this point.
If he picks up on the 3rd base, I think it's going to be for DTs, honestly, because he's going to be able to, because Ret's not going to have the ability at this time in the game to move over to detection quick enough, and he can just outright kill the hatchery. But if he doesn't, I don't know, man. My DT sense is tingling right now.
Here we go. Ret just droning up as usual, has no units out on the field. First couple roaches making their way out. And look how he only builds 6 roaches here and a handful of lings to defend all this.
Yeah.
Sends some roaches actually around the back. Could potentially pick off some sentries here if he micros properly.
And there's the Dark Shrine coming up.
Oh, so it is going to be DTs here.
Yes, my DT sense, the Spidey sense was tingling there. So
yeah, I thought it was going to be DT as well.
All right, and a couple of roaches aren't going to go down. SaSe is just saying, you know what? Every other one of my standard builds has worked, so let's go ahead and try DTs. And the roaches are going to all fall.
Right,
he does, but you know, he really didn't take a lot of significant losses other than that, and I'm curious how much damage these DTs are going to do. Ret does not have an evolution chamber yet.
Or a layer.
Or layer tech in any way, shape, or form.
No. Oh,
DTs
no.
are going to be really strong.
Oh, Ret. Come on.
It would just
that
would just outright like build their loss.
Well, I mean, SaSe is mixing things up once again. I was gonna say I really like the decision from SaSe to try something quirky,
yeah,
a little bit cheesy.
Definitely.
You know, Ret is a phenomenal macro player.
Oh, but Ret is way supply blocked right now, so he's investing in layer and a couple of overlords. But my God, all the roaches just get trapped once again.
Perfect force field.
So good.
Man, Ret is in trouble here. SaSe is just on fire right now.
His game's so well.
He's playing such good StarCraft.
This is just absolutely flawless Protoss play.
Yeah,
and there
really
we go.
Is.
Here's our first DTs making their way out.
Oh,
this little token force is going to get cleared up. Not much that Ret can do
layer
about that.
Just about 60% done.
It's
no
still 35
Evo
seconds, and then he needs
I think we're going to see
time.
an insta-GG from Ret here.
Oh, my God.
I think this is an insta-GG from Ret. I don't think he can handle this. There's no way.
Oh, this is not good at all. Here come the DTs. Oh, it looks like he spots him at least. He's moving away. He knows he's got to get some detection up ASAP. And this DT is starting to cleave through the drones.
Oh, and the drones are caught in transit, lost in translation, running to and fro between the bases. And there are DTs everywhere.
Yeah,
there's no safety. There is no...
The layer's going to fall. There's no chance that stays up.
Oh, no, Ret.
Oh, my God. DTs are just outright killing Ret at the moment. He's got DTs in his unit composition as well, because even if they're detected, their DPS with as few units as Ret has on the field is still going to be super effective. Layer goes down, and this hatchery is going to fall after it. Ret is going to be on one base.
Oh,
and there it is,
God.
GG.
And there's the GG.
And SaSe has taken game number 4 against Team Liquid.
Wow.